left, like 1,000. Oh my god. We have a goblin pile driver. But the bad thing is that like the next best cards here are also red, but I haven't tried out goblins. The most sane way to go about this is to pass the red and take like Roar of the Worm or Aquamoeba, but screw that, go goblins. And this is a very good goblin. And the good thing with goblins is that the red burn and the goblins doesn't necessarily mean that we can't coexist. I mean, someone else might pick up some burn spells because burn is strong, and I get the goblins. The worst thing that could happen is that the person to my right have opened like a pile driver or lackey or something like that. That would be horrible. Okay, survival of the fittest, fire blast, goblin matron, astral slide. There's a lot of good cards here. Expunge. I'm going to take the fire blast, even though goblin matron sends a worse signal, but this also hedges me to go into like mono red burn or just straight mono red, and then this could be okay anyway. And goblin matron, while good, isn't something people will pick up unless they're playing goblins, so we will see where this is going. We have Baconator 5000 in the pod, that's always nice. Let's see. Skirk, Charge. Oh yeah, that's that. I think we will pick Reckless, Charge. Or do we pick the Scourge? I'm going to pick the Reckless Charge, it's a better card. Scourge isn't fantastic here. I don't think Mog War Marshal is in the set because it has been printed fairly recently. So there's that. I did like Skirk in my constructed deck though. Okay, this was not perfect. If we were taking the Scourge, we would have gotten the Reckless Charge here anyway. I guess we will take Pillaging Horde, but it's not fantastic. Not seeing much goblins, and that's a big worrying for me. Could get another pile driver, that would be nice. It's a pretty sweet picture. Go like turn 2 pile driver, turn 3 pile driver, reckless charge. Alright, Goblin General. I would love Goblin Trenches, Solar Blast and all this, but Goblin General is what I need. Not only is it a strong signal that it's coming here, 5th pick, I would be sending a horrible signal if I sent it. So, and people seem to disrespect Goblin Trenches a lot, so who knows, it might come back. Goblin Settler is not really what I'm looking for. Not sure if I'm going to play Pillaging Horde either. It's a fine card. Jesus. A complete green-white deck is here. But we take a Hulking Goblin. Thawing Glaciers. I guess we take Falter, it's okay to have one. Poor Goblin. He doesn't really know what to do. Lead, follow, or run around like crazy. So I would like some more chain lightnings, I should say. Maybe one more fire blast, and then just goblins. Lackeys, ringleaders is obviously what I'm desperate to get my hands on. And I think they're uncommon, so that's not really that likely. Giant strength or scabland. I guess we could take Forgotten Cave. Yeah, that seems fine. Hoping that we will Goblin Patrol, at least. Chain Lightning would be the best, but that's not very likely. But also, if people to our left is red, they will pick Chain Lightning and Prophetic Bolt first, most likely. So Goblin Patrol might come back. If not, then 3 other people is in red, and that's bad. Have to wait in suspense. Still can't believe the last draft, round 2. Yeah, that's really bad for us. Do we pick Solitaire Trooper? Yeah, I think so. Now we might have to go into red-white token / beats. Or maybe completely switch our strategy. Nature's Lore, sure. We know that a complete green-white pack was coming. We might be able to transfer into that. Scabland, sure. Yeah, so this is really bad that all the red cards were taken. That means we won't get any red in the next pack. And I don't think this deck is strong enough to manage on 2 packs. Sure, to Reckless Charge. Even the Skirk is gone, that's bad. Well, that's good at least. Now maybe we can have some kind of red-white beats anyway. Sure. But that makes Goblin General a lot worse. I guess we could pick up like a Beetle dude. Okay, let's see here. No money. 6/6 for 6. That kills everything and has Echo. Yeah, I remember that card. I think Skirk Drill Sergeant is nice. I will just pick Chain Lightning. It's the most effective card. Starstorm. Ugh. That's scary. We will pick up the Drill Sergeant. Well, there's no red cards here as expected. So we might transfer into green-white beats, and in that case the Benage Trapper in foil would be the best. And that rules out stuff like Hulk and Goblin and Goblin General. The Drill Sergeant is fine on its own. The Pile Driver could be okay if we get some more goblins. That is good on their own. I guess all I want is more Chain Lightnings, basically. There's an Armadillo Cloak. Is it completely insane to just abandon red? I mean, we could take Deathblade Elite, but we have nothing that combos with him. I'm going to take Armadillo Cloak here because I don't want to play against it at least. There's a Goblin Commando, but I'm not that interested anymore. Going to pick a Trooper. Jeez. Okay. Let's see, if we remove the red cards, we could still splash like the Chain Lightning. Yeah, white is pretty open. Pick Griffin here. I mean, we could still run like Reckless Charge, that's not the worst. Where does all those great cards come from? Guess Embrace, sure. I'm not sure if we're gonna make this happen, but we'll see. Yeah, we have a Nature's Lore too. I guess Armor of Thorns is good in a pinch. We can still splash Chain Lightning though, or Reckless Charge, or both. I don't think we can play that. Sure. I mean, okay, if I get like a Dream Pod Druid I can play Brilliant Halo, but yeah, this draft went from promising to a train wreck. Sure. This is like the deck I had last draft, but not as good because I didn't go into it immediately. I don't think it's horrible to splash the red cards here. Especially if we could open like a Taiga. Could fetch it with Nature's Lore. Well, I just realized that we didn't. What is? Come on. That we didn't drew like any aura for the entire draft. We had like Imperial Armor, 2 Elephant Guides and an Armadillo Cloak, and we drew 0. Okay, so we're ramping up to some decent stuff here. The best thing with Nature's Lore is that it comes in untapped, so you can play like Trooper on turn 2, and if you don't have a 3-drop you can play Nature's Lore and another 2-drop, and then all of a sudden you're up here. So we got one more pack of awesomeness. But this time we don't have Parallax Wave. Yeah, it was sweet. Killing my opponent with his Kessidrix 2 times. Oh, Brindleshot is fine. Sure. Choking Sands, probably not my pick. So we got the 19 spells, Sirak. Ooh, that is a cool one, and it's the only reasonable card. So it's a 2/4 for 3 that could mill, gains life. Sure, accepted. No power, and I think this will be like my 15th draft, so that would be 30, let's see, 45 packs plus 1 sealed, so it's 51, and I think it was 1 in 53, so next draft, guys, that would be power, right? That's how statistics work. Armageddon! Ooh! And Radiant Archangel. Ooh. And Phantom Nomad. Oh, I so want Armageddon, but I'm not sure how I'm going to take advantage of that. Like, sure, if I can ramp up ramp out some stuff, and then Armageddon, it's sweet. Radiant Arcane is expensive. I should pick the Nomad, but screw it. Alright, let's see. An Elephant Guide, another Elephant Guide, Breath of Life, Wild Mongrel. I think we have to take the Mongrel here. We really need creatures. And they have to be very cheap. I'm not really sure how to go about this, but I mean, if I can get something that is big enough and then just pop an Armageddon, I can rebuild my mana base and my board faster than they can. Like I could go 2-drop, Goblin Trenches could be a splash. Nah, I think that's a bit too slow. But I mean, sure, we could get some lands or get some manas and blow the most of our lands and then Armageddon. But I think our best bet is to play a 2-drop, play Nature's Lore 2-drop, and then Armageddon, play a land and start over and hope that they didn't have anything great. Or just play 2-drop, Elephant Guide, Armageddon. That might also work. So I would like to not play those. So we have a Trapper and a Piana, which is very good. We also have a Banalish Trapper. I'm gonna lean towards the Trapper. I really like those guys. Gust Cloak, Arrogant Worm, Shelter, Worm. We got one Wild Mongrel. Yeah, go Gust Cloak Harrier. Ooh. I would like the Trooper, but the Finnon Elves is way too important here. Sure, I'll pick that. Do I play a Bodyguard instead of a Shelter? Yeah, I think I do. Now we're probably cutting the Giant Mantis and top the Squadron. Claws for the sideboard. Breath of Life. Don't think that's very good. I'm gonna pick another Claw for the sideboard. Jungle Worm. No, Tangle. Plains Cycler. Or Mana Prism. I guess Mana Prism. Sudden Strength could actually be playable. So the question is, do we go for the Armageddon plan or not? We will see. The maybe pile. The black is, or the red is not out of the question yet. Not playing that. Yeah, it's basically those cards, maybe. So this is 21, and we got some ramp that we don't really need. I mean, it's good post Armageddon, I suppose. And that's a creature too. do we run Armageddon? I mean, if we have a superior board, it's just game. And then I think so, yeah. I don't think a splash is good if you're running Armageddon. If I'm running Armageddon, I probably want like claws for the cycling, maybe, and run 18 lands. I don't think the giant pants is good enough. Tangle could be an option. Sudden strength could be an option. We don't have anything that tramples, but we have I'm gonna run sudden strength and we will go with 18 lands. Sure. I think that's right. Yeah. I will be seeing you shortly for game 1.